Hi, friend. Oh, there. I'm like, that was a little feedback. I did that last time too. My goodness. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. As of starting with me, we're back on the 45-minute time slots, okay? I'm just going to get myself shared into the crafty bunch. Whitney's in there finishing up right now. And we are on our way. I share it into a couple of groups, get the word out, just to get the word out. Okay, goodness. I hope everybody has enjoyed today. Grace used our paper pack to kick us off today at noon. So that was fun. As Whitney finishes up, I am just going to kind of get around and get ready. As you come on, let me know you're here. I'm excited that you're here today. I tell you, it's weird. Every time I do these, I always just make myself the last person. And this time I didn't. This time I thought, well, I will just see if it fills up with everybody else, and maybe I won't even take a spot. But I just took the one that was left, which was midday. And so it was during Whitney's craft that I was like, oh, wow, I'm next. Hi, Debbie. Hi. Thanks for hopping on, girl. Thanks for coming in. So this is the Fairy and Folklore event, and everybody's been doing some pretty fun stuff. Boy, Nicole's project was super cool, wasn't it? So that was really interesting. I really liked it. I can't wait to see how that ends up the final product of that. Um, let's see. I'm just going to make sure that I am where I think I am. Okay, I'm there. I'm in the crafty bunch. I was just making sure. Normally, like I said, I'm the last one. And, in other events, Cheryl's the one doing all the sharing and stuff. So, okay. So this event is brought to us through the subscription box that I curate called the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions Pack. And Grace did a representation of the March pack. This is a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time. It is $37, and that includes shipping, so it's $37 flat a month. And it's chock full. It is chock full of stuff. It has paper. It has vintage papers. It has, hey, Linda, has fabric and vintage fabric. It has different bits of ephemera and found items. And the reason that it is also cohesive is because for every month, I kind of put together a mood board or a theme so that everything that's in that package should go together. And most of the packages I have made something either out of paper or sewn something or put a little something that I made in there as well. So yeah, it's super fun. I love it. I love the group of ladies that are in the private group that we go live together. And I go live at least twice a week, sometimes more often than that. Give away prizes, do tutorials, and all kinds of stuff. So it's a really fun group, and we would love to have you join us. I'm going to go ahead and switch this around. There we go. It's pointed kind of weird. So I started this actually on our Zoom last night. I did this fairy, and this is from Decoupage Queen's spring release, this mold. It's called Garden Fairy. Here's the mold. And here's all the pieces. Now this right here is these wings. But in my brain, I was thinking that I could put like I could put these behind something to make it look like a fairy. So I didn't do the full thing. And then we have 2 more little dragonflies. Hi, Alex. Hi, thanks for hopping on, friend. And then these 1, 2, 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 parts to it. And if you guys watched, oh my gosh, I can't even remember now what event it was. Oh, I think it was Nicole's slumber party event that I did this little 3-ring journal. And I made this little template because I knew I would want to continue to add to it. So this is going to go in here too. And of course I still need to do the inside and the front and back covers of this. But I'm going to put her in here, and then I have some stuff to do on the back. So we will have plenty to do in our 45 minutes. Okay. I love this thing. I can't wait to, I just want to work on it more often than I am, I guess. But I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to stay focused. It's hard. Y'all are creative, you know. So I used, if you can see, I think you can see her iridescence. I used a bunch of the Pent Art, like I used the chameleon white gold. I used the green. I used gold. So I made her all kinds of shiny. But right now, if you'll notice on here, I like to put a quote on, let's see. Yeah. And write, like this is a scripture. So I like to do that on these types of things. So I found this quote. This is, I think, from a book, and it says, "Where the naughty hawthorn grows, look for prints of fairy toes." And I think that is what we're going to do right here. Hey, Grace. Hey. Let's see. Oops. Nope. I was like, let me put your link here in the comments. So Grace has her own link this month. So when you, if you want information, you click this link. It has a little blurb about it. And also it helps Grace out. It helps me out. We've partnered together this month, and I'm super excited. I was super excited to send Grace a paper pack because I've learned so much from her since we met. Oh gosh, I don't know, several years ago now. Let's see, I think it was like, nope, it was like this. Okay, so I ripped a couple of little places out for her toe and her hand here because I think I'm going to go ahead and write that quote on this paper. Hey there. Thanks for coming on, guys. Danette is up after me. And if you guys happen to see someone that you're not following, please click that blue follow button next to their name. And if you have a business, come on in under your business page. Okay. And then, I have, can you guys see this fabric? This was a fabric that I put in one of the paper packs. Oh my gosh. It may have even been in 2023 that I put this in, but isn't this perfect for like fairy wings? And the other side of this, I have this paper, this fairy paper. So let's get started. You guys let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and I have this green doily. And Jimmy Lou sent me this when she actually did an event with us for the paper pack. Okay. I am going to do this with my friction pin first, and then it was in one of the first kits, right? I'm like, gosh, how long have I had this? And I have more even. Oh, and I think this one was in the same, if I remember right, this one was in the same paper pack as this one. I was really sparkly that month, wasn't I? Okay, so I'm going to do this in the friction pin first, and then I I like to just use my Posca pens. Posca pens are permanent. You can wash them. Me and my granddaughter did her shoes, a pair of white canvas shoes in the Posca pens, and they work great. Yeah, it is. It is, Tammy. I mean, I'm not upside down, but there's no way for me to turn the camera around. I've tried before and I can't. I can't ever get it to work. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Turn that back down. You guys don't need to see up my nose. I'm sorry, Tammy. When I show things, I try to show it to where it's right right side up for you. Oh, okay. So it is Where the Naughty Hawthorn Grows. Look for prints of fairy toes. Sometimes I get to where I don't want to like pre do this part of it, and I get tired of doing that, but then I almost always regret it because I mess up. Oh, sorry about that noise. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? We did hand lettering in our group too, which everybody, I'll tell you honestly, I think sometimes people make it way too hard. It doesn't have to be hard. And that was the consensus of the girls in the group. Hey, Sue. Hi, Lori. Yeah, because I kept trying to tell them it's not that hard. You guys can do it too. And I gave them like a starter way to do it. And then after that, it's just all about practice. Oh, I hope I don't run out of room. Yay! We're going to make it. There we go. So this we're going to do right here. And I'm thinking that this will go behind it. So anything that hangs off the edge of my little binder is going to have to come off of this side. So this is where the rings will go. So I'm kind of limited, but when we go to the other side, we'll get it. We'll get that part. I forgot to get myself a drink. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Heidi. If you guys have missed any, Grace opened a paper pack and created with it this morning. Heidi did it in February, and Cheryl, Mama P, did it in January. So, yeah, we've got several different examples of people using the pack. I think I'm gonna have to use some of this. I don't like this really hot pink, but this pink is too. We might just use this orangey pink. Okay. Let's try this one to start. Oh, so see, like I was telling the girls, basically however you write, you just have to, you know, make the downstroke thick. So I do it a lot with print too. Trying to get this. So like I do it a lot with print. It doesn't have to be cursive. You still can't see it. But yeah, I had everybody shared their stuff and it they were like, "Oh yeah, that's an easier way to do it." Always, if you guys use these, always, always, always do that off to the side. Don't do it on your paper. But see, you just have to, on the downstrokes, you just double up. So, and it just changes the look of it. Even when it's not, you know, cursive. Yeah, so this is a mold from Decoupage Queen's new spring release. So on here, I'm just gonna, on the down, I just do a double line and you just go back and fill it in. I think that's a little bit easier too than trying to think that you have to make it right in the first go around. You can just do the single line and then come back in and color in. Of course, I think doing it on fabric adds a little bit of a level. Just another thing. This one, turn this page. Oh, there's my. She has a lot of detail too. Can you guys see her face? And I actually just posted a reel today of me painting her. And using the mold. As soon as we get this on here, I can put that other fairy on the other side, and we got a whole nother page in our 3-ring binder journal. When I'm doing this kind of thing by myself, it doesn't feel like it takes very long. But when you're live, you guys are literally watching paint dry, I feel like right now. Oh, hey Linda. It's going in, Linda, you remember this 3-ring binder. This one. I did paint her. I did. Yeah. And then I used, can you guys see her? Can you see her shimmer and her wings and stuff? I used these wax paste. This is like an iridescent. But where she will be in the journal, anything that, like since she's facing that way, I wish that she was facing this way so that she was facing towards the outside, and then I could have a bunch of stuff hanging out over the side of the page, you know? after this, I think I might have to. I might have to move on to decorating. Get on with the fun stuff. I can do this after I'm done with the live. I can finish this part. Like you guys didn't sign up to watch paint dry. And then I probably, generally what I do is after I get something like this on here, then I will go through and do like a shadow side with probably the pink, or if not with one of these Posca pens, I'll use a gel pen to do that. Sometimes I will even use a gel pen to go into more detail on the mold. But I was able to get pretty detailed just by, you know, using the detail that's already on the mold, the highs and lows of it, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I think that my cap went in the trash can. Yep. Yep, it did. Hi, Diana. How are you? I sent your stuff out to you, friend. I hope you have either gotten it or get it soon. Okay. So this fun fabric, I want it to come out probably on the other side. So let's move that aside. We'll do this. And then I've got this page for over here. And so she's got some butterflies here and some dandelions here. And I don't know, but I'm kind of digging the dandelions. I like these bubbles here too that are in it. I don't want to chop off her wings. Yay, good. I don't want to chop off her wings. So I'm curious who is watching that is kind of a big dork like I am. Science fiction is my favorite genre of books to read and stuff like that. And so, and then like I definitely like, this is Decoupage Queen. Now these papers I actually do have on my website. I do not have the mold. I just bought it for myself. But I have Decoupage Queen spring release papers on my website. I don't usually buy the entire release just because I can't afford to. But yeah, I loaded everything in there this morning. Oh, and the background of this one right here, is called Pink Textures. Oh, here it is. And I love it. It's kind of a real peachy pink color. I can't tell if I'm in the frame. Yeah. So it's got pinks and peaches and stuff like that. And then she's got one that's called Laces, and it's like got swatches of laces. It's a really cool one too. Very, very cool. Sorry, guys. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. So yeah, I put the pink textures behind her. Okay. Why does this I keep losing you guys. Yeah, you know, part of her release is the Italian. It's got like Italian I don't know, scenery, backdrops, and different things. So I'm not sure like that. I don't want to lose her wings though, but I would like to keep a little bit of that butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Oh, I agree. I agree, Sue. I love, I mean, if I am girly enough to say that I do like a good romance novel, especially if it takes place in Ireland. If it takes place in Ireland and if there's time travel involved or, you know, secret worlds or stuff like that. I always feel like that kind of makes me a big dork, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Okay. That is where that's going to go. For sure. And I am just slapping on some this should not be that thirsty since I did the other side already. Sometimes I feel like cardboard gets really thirsty. Yeah, I was saying earlier when I first came on here that my time slot actually snuck up on me. I'm always the last person to go in these events, and I'm not today, so. So it definitely was here. I was just watching everybody craft. What did I just put down? This is a top coat by Paint Pixie called The Meltdown. And it is a top coat that is got, it's like a semi-gloss. The finish of it is supposed to be as if you had waxed something. So like the look of wax without the work, I think is how it's. But it has a really good finish. I like the way the finish of it is. It's not high gloss. I have a lot of different decoupage glues and mediums. And this one happened to be, this is what I used to top coat the fairy yesterday when I painted her. So it was out and it was close, and so that's why I ended up using it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna dry this real quick. I got about 20 minutes. The other thing that I kind of want to make like a dangle, and I have these charms and these. And Decoupage Queen comes out with minis. I don't know if you guys are familiar or not, but she, with a lot of her releases, she comes out with these minis. And these minis are like the perfect size to put in one of these as a dangle, to dangle down. So I'm definitely wanting to try to do that. I don't think I'll probably get to all of it today, but At least not while I'm live. But I'll be finishing this up. And posting it in the group. Did I answer your question, Heidi? I feel like I did, but I want to make sure. I want to make sure you feel like I answered you. This isn't quite dry, but I'm still just going to go ahead and trim it. Anything that I cut too much of, I can just blend with paint. Okay. I put these molds on there so that they kind of hung out too, hung off the edges. Because, you know, we love that, right? Junk journalers, don't we love stuff to be hanging off around the edges? I do. But this fabric right here definitely needs to be a ruffle on the side here. I lost my little thing that has all my needles in it. And so I bought some yesterday. I'm just going to take some thread and do a really quick gather on this fabric here. Oh, Michelle! Thanks for the update, friend. So Michelle was going to be in our event today, and she had been feeling like she had the flu, but when she went to get checked out, they found fluid on her heart, which was causing the symptoms, not the flu. So she was being admitted. So I know that she would appreciate prayers. So let's see. I originally cut this with pinking shears, and I don't know why, but I just don't. I'm just not digging it. I'm not digging that look. Okay. So now this needle is tiny. Just a quick in and out. And I am actually going to do both of these. I'll square that up just a little bit. Once it's, you know, once this is done, it doesn't, I don't think it really makes a difference. Ouch. How straight it is. So if anybody that's on here has any questions about the paper pack, I'm happy to answer them for you. It is an automatic subscription box, so you can cancel it at any time. You actually also have the ability to pause it if you're going on vacation or something like that. This month, Grace is the affiliate for the paper pack. So she did a project with it earlier today. Heidi did a project with it last month. And then Mama P. Cheryl did one with it in January. It's a different pack every month. I think I already said it's $37 a month, and that does include shipping. I think I said that, but I'm not positive. Okay, so I'm going to put down some Fabri-Tac just down the side here. And Fabri-Tac dries fairly quickly, but you still have a little bit of time to kind of mess with your fabric to get it. Oh Lord, no! I lost my end, and so I lost my end. So I basically lost my ruffle. So we're just going to scrunch it up. So normally, I think this fabric is so slippery. Normally what I do is I get it on here and get it to where it'll stay, and then I pull the thread out with like a cotton fabric, like a homespun or something. And it works really well. So I'm going to have to go back in here and kind of tack it down. Kind of cheat. I have to cheat. Oh, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. Yes, she did, Alex. Grace has taught me a lot over the years since I've known her. And she let me be a guest in her private group, and I did chalk coloring of vintage photographs. And that one that she used today was one I had done while I was in her group. Obviously, this does not have to be perfect. See, like I'm not really wanting that to cover her face, so I'm gonna do another little tack it down right there. I'll pull it up here so that you guys can see her face. And this fabric is just so perfect for this. Sometimes my fingers get so sticky, I just use these little clips to hold stuff for me. Grace was trying to be a fly on the wall, y'all. Oh, come on. So I usually do, on these events, I usually give everybody an hour, but that has become kind of obsolete. I don't think many people do a whole hour anymore. It's gotten to where it's all 45 minutes. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do the 45-minute thing this time. Which was nice that it gave us then room for everybody to go a little long when Michelle was, because Michelle was sick. So it worked out good. So I'm actually kind of used to having an hour. Okay. It's not as pretty as it would have been had my ruffle stayed, but still, I think it's pretty cool. I'll probably continue to tuck the fabric, you know, and make it have more and more little dips and valleys in it and stuff. Give it some interest. I don't know if we should do another quote on this one. I've got 5 minutes. So for the minis, the thing that I want to do with it kind of just dangling off, I'm going to try and get to where you guys can really see this. I know it'll be upside down. Okay, so there. I'm thinking we've got this tree. There's gonna, that glare you might not be able to see. This is the fairy that we're using. There's also this fairy right here. She's a little bit different looking. This is a Teresa Renee art. She painted her. Let's see. Oh, and I actually, this is the Italian series that in the bigger papers, but I kind of like this tree down here. This is the fairy tree right here, but I feel like this one down here shows up a little better. Hey, oh wow. How'd I do that? Nicole, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. PacSun jackets, that's so funny. So yeah, I think that this will be a really neat dangle coming off of this card, this page of the book. I don't even think I knew what PacSun was in the 80s. We probably didn't have that in Kansas. Ooh, and look at it coming out off the side over here. I like that. I definitely like that. Lord. Crazy messes. So I've looped again. Just doing this little line around the letters on the shadow side. Helps it stand out a little bit, I always think. I did put Grace's link in the description, and it is also here in the comments. Grace and I would both appreciate it if you're interested that you use her link. She's the star of the show this month. There. What do you guys think? Do you like it better with or without the second color? Oh, thanks, Lori. Thank you. Yeah, I think that I have never worked with those before, and I can't even remember what they're called. They got some funny name. Those concave things for jewelry or for it starts with like a C, a CH maybe. Does anybody know what they're called? Oh, it's 3:43, so I got to do my job as hostess and share Danette out real quick. And then you guys will be able to refresh your pages, and she will be on in the Crafty Bunch. So be sure that you refresh your pages to check her out. I'm always available if you have any questions or anything like that about the paper pack or anything else that I'm doing here. I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to chat always. Always, always. Especially about crafting or junk journaling, right? I could talk about that forever. When I had my store, there would be women that would always apologize, and I'd be like, "Are you kidding?" And they would start talking about it. "Are you kidding? My husband doesn't want to talk with me about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about crafting." I mean, that's why this community is so great, right? All us like-minded people that like the same things. You got to find your people. Well, I'm excited to see what Donette's going to do. So you guys refresh your page. She's on here right now. And I will be seeing you later, okay? Thank you so much. Your hubby either. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really, truly appreciate it. And 2 more people left. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.